What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of Pips and Points. I'm your host, Jono, and we're going to start off with the asset class we always start off with, and that is the NAS100. And we're going to look at another two pairs as well, another two currency pairs. Okay, so the first one we're talking about NAS100, that's an indice. The next two that were USDJPY and EURUSD. That's what we're going to be looking at after we've looked at the NAS100 today. Okay, and on Friday, the 7th of January, I was able to take my first trade that I've been waiting for a long time. And bearing in mind that I missed these two setups. This one I missed intentionally. This one I kind of did not want to miss because I was waiting for this one, which I finally got, but I didn't think I was going to get. So I finally got it. So I managed to jump in and on Friday. Okay, so non-farm payroll came in, and I was able to pick something up on the Friday, right? And but this was before non-farm payroll, by the way. And then yesterday, Monday, just gone. Obviously, we had a crazy fall, a liquidity grab, and I was able to grab some around this level, not that level, because originally, before I actually moved my fib down to the level where it is right now, it actually wasn't there. It was set up over here, right? So I grabbed my second buy at around this level over here. Around over here, and whilst it was doing the liquidity grab yesterday, I was actually going into a bit of a panic because I thought it was going to hit my stop, and I had to keep expanding my stop. Like, it got to the point where I was like, you know what the hell, I'm just going to keep expanding. Like, it is what it is. And literally the stop was so large I couldn't pick up the two down. I couldn't take a position down here, which is what I wanted to do. I could have added more liquidity in, but I didn't want to do that. So at the end of the day, I ended up getting something around this level up here, which is fine. I'm okay with. And so now basically what we're going to do is we're going to watch to see what kind of pattern and structure it forms as it makes its way up to the top side, right? So that's what we're going to do. In regards to this situation over here, this was actually quite a straightforward one. So if you're new to NAS, this is what a lot of people are waiting for, when it actually pulls back and then people jump on. So I joined the bandwagon on that one there, because that's what I literally was waiting for, to be able to jump on and ride it up to the top side. So these are things that you can do if you're interested in taking advantage of the NAS situation. And however, it is still in a relatively good spot. So if you haven't done so already, and bearing in mind this is not financial advice, it's purely for educational purposes only, you could actually re-look at the situation right now and make a decision as to what you think is happening. So I want to get rid of these orders right here, because these orders are not really too important. I mean, you're not really learning anything with these orders over here, so I'm just going to get rid of them. And we're just going to just look at this in general in terms of what is actually going on and what we can potentially do. So say for example, we're just going to zoom in. Say for example, if you wanted to do something with the NAS as it is, right now, okay, what would I be looking for? Well, I already know this thing is going up, so I'm already confident that this NAS is on its way up, right? But however, I would wait for a confirmation before I did anything, and that confirmation will appear once this level is broken. So once it goes up and it crosses and it closes above this level over here, it's fair to say that this particular trend has confirmed itself as an uptrend, and that is the textbook approach. So that is what you could wait for, okay? But for the meantime, I've already jumped in. So I've already jumped into NAS, and I'm just waiting to see how far it's gonna take me. how far it's going to take me. So yeah, so that's that for the NAS100. Okay, there isn't really much else I can talk to you about that because we're in that now. So we're just going to see what it does, if it gives us a pullback down to this level somewhere where this would be a perfect opportunity to pick up some more, and then we just see if he makes his way up to the upside. Okay, so the next thing that the next asset that we're going to look at is USDJPY. Okay, so that's that over here. So the last time I did anything on this, that would have been a few weeks ago, a few days ago, give or take a few days, weeks. Actually, no, that was done. The last time we did anything on this particular situation, that was last week. So that was last week. When exactly? That was last week. Yeah, so that was on a Thursday. Last week was when we looked at the situation in regards to USD and the yen, right? And I said it was going to pull back. If it's going to pull back, it's going to pull back to this particular level over here. Let's see what this level is. And this is a strong trend line. And this is a strong trend line that I think is going to follow. I literally think it's going to follow this trend line. So we're going to see if it actually does that. If it actually does that, let me bring that back. I don't know why I just deleted it. Let's bring that back. Okay, right. So no, we don't want that. I want to get rid of this fib over here, and then I want to get rid of this arrow over here, and then I want to get rid of this situation over here as well. Okay, so let's have a look, because I didn't actually mark this area out. Okay. So a colleague of mine advised that he still believes that that this particular pair is going to keep going up, right? It's going to keep going up, and as much as I want to disagree with him, I find myself in a situation where I can't necessarily disagree with him. And I'm trying to figure out where this could possibly go. But I'll be 100% honest with you, at this moment I can't tell. I cannot tell if this is going to go up or not. So for example, this area here, I am fairly confident. Actually, even then I'm not. Okay, so I will say this, right? In this situation here, the best thing that I can do right now, the absolute best thing I can do, is continue to watch the situation, because at the moment it's not clear. It is not clear at all in regards to what this pair is doing. I can see a lot of opportunities, right? So I can definitely see opportunities, right? But if I was trading it, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't exactly know how I'm finding it. So for example, it would either somebody's giving me signals and I'm blindly trusting them, and that's something I never do, right? Or I know what it is that I'm doing. And I'll be honest with you, in this situation, I cannot tell where this particular pair is going to go. And I'm just being honest as I possibly can be. I don't know where this pair is going to go at all. And what I'm trying to do with these drawings that I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out a particular pattern that will help me find a structure that may be invisible to me right now. So for example, so what can I see right now in this situation is I can see the resistance levels or price action levels. So we've got one here, we've got one here, and we're going to have one up here, right? So these are the price action levels that I can clearly see. Let's change the color on that to, yeah, that's cool, right? So these are the price action levels that I can clearly see. But however, this thing over this level over here and this trend line, it feels like this level gets up. It feels like this level is respected. This level or this zone, it is respected, okay? And it hasn't come out of that zone to confirm anything at this point. So I can't turn around and say, yeah, it's 100% respecting the zone, because it hasn't done that. It is still within the current structure right now. And the current structure that it's in, so what we're looking at over here, even if you was to go a little bit closer, okay, is producing lower highs at the moment. So okay, so because it's actually two ways of looking at this. So this overall situation right here, right, is an uptrend. Okay, so we don't want to confuse that in any way, shape or form. This is an uptrend. Why is this an uptrend? Because we have a low here, then we have a higher low over here, right, and then we have another higher low over here, which is about the same level. So it's like a strong zone, same level roughly. It's a little bit lower, but it's same level, right? And then we've got another higher low, and now we've got another higher low. So this whole thing is an uptrend. It's not a downtrend at all. You want to be looking for buy orders, all right? But at the same time, looking at this overall structure, there's the feeling that I have, right, that this is gonna pull down to this particular level. This is where I'm gonna need help from the community in basically discussing this situation right here, because this is not clear. This is not clear, and I don't know how to play it at all. So in a situation like this where it's not clear, do you know what I do? I stay away. Simple as that. I stay the hell away, because I don't know what direction I'm going in. I don't know if I should be taking a buy or if I should be taking a sell. And yes, this is in an uptrend. Like it absolutely is in an uptrend. So it's a no-brainer that you should be taking a buy order. But then if I was to take in a buy order by using all the guys that will help me take a buy order, I've missed the boat. So either way, I still have to wait anyways. I don't have a choice. I have to wait, because where would I be putting in a buy order? That would be going right here. That would be either this level or below. That's where the buy will be going, literally. Right? That is where the buy will be going. So let me just extend this, and then you see exactly what I mean by that. So this is the fib level, and this is what the fib's saying. The fib's saying if you want to buy, you're buying at this level, and for an absolute diamond deal, you want it down here somewhere. Anywhere below here, you want it down there. You know what I mean? Or if I want to be really, really, really arsy, like want to make sure that I really get the best possible price possible, then I'm coming all the way down here. All the way down here is where I need to be. Do you know what I mean? So either way, I have no choice. I have to wait. And if I'm selling, well, then it's in the perfect spot for me to sell from, which is up here. It's in the perfect spot for me to sell from it. So from up here, it's telling me that this is an uptrend, right? And you don't want to go against a trend unless the trend breaks, right? And this trend has not broken because it has not produced a higher low. So the low that is produced right now is not higher than this low over here. So because it's not higher than this low over here, I cannot consider that a downtrend. So although the fib is saying if you want to sell, this is the best place to sell from, I need this structure to break. Once the structure breaks, I'll wait for a pullback to this side, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's try that one more time. So in this situation, there's nothing I can do. in my opinion, and I won't be doing anything. So taking a look at USDJPY, and there's no opportunity whatsoever, so I'm going to leave that as it is, and then we're going to go on to my next favorite pair, Euro USD. So let's bring that in. Okay, Euro USD, and it is still dancing around the spot where we left it. It's still dancing around the spot where we left it, but however, depending on how want to play it, because look, I'll be real with you about the Euro USD situation right here. Okay, you can't go wrong with this channel. You cannot go wrong with this channel. Why? Because you just have to trade this zone, and you're good. Literally, you are good, right? You just have to trade this zone and you're good. But if you're like me, which is like most people, you don't want this zone. You don't want this zone. You want everything else the zone could potentially give you, and that's all the way down here. So what you want to do is you're going to sit here and you're going to wait with your sell sitting at 1.12655 for those that might be interested. You're waiting for that structure to break, and then if it breaks and it flies down, then it's going to work in, then obviously hopefully it's going to go the way that you want it to go. And once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just how I will play it, right? And I've already put in the phantom trade in there to wait to see if it breaks, and this has been chilling in this zone for a little while now, since last week, and it still hasn't broken. So yeah, literally it hasn't broken. I mean, if I go to a lower time frame, we're going to find tons and tons and tons of opportunity that we could that you could actually utilize. So let's actually go to the 1 hour and see what we can see what kind of potential we can see, right? Yeah, you see there's tons and tons of opportunity in a 1 hour, right? So we've even got this situation emerging. So we've got a situation like this emerging, right? And this is on the 1 hourly. So you could be looking for buys at this level right here. You wait for it to fly up and then you jump off. Do you know what I mean? Or you could be waiting for sales and then be pushing price down. I mean, in this situation, because of the structure of the overall setup, how it looks overall, right? I will literally only be looking for sell orders. I'll only be looking for sell positions. So from this level, if I bring in the fib, right? If I bring in the fib, I'm just going to use this as a guide for now. I'm going to bring in the fib, we're going to use this as a guide. Looking for sell orders from anywhere from between here and here is where we're looking for sell orders. So as you can see, the price is right where it needs to be, and that is actually going to give us a smaller stop, because remember, we want to be in at this level, right? At this level maximum. If I'm looking for a sell position with Euro USD, I'm looking to be in at this particular level right here, which is 1.1341, right? This is the ideal sweet spot, but anything higher than that is perfect for me. It is perfect for me, just so long as it doesn't break above 1385, at which point this whole thing is invalid. It's perfect. So I would say pending order at 1359.7, right? Pending order. Your stop is at 1.1395.1. Okay, so it's a very small stop. All right, okay. And your TP, we're gonna get greedy, a couple pips, you know. Just a little something just to wet the beak a little, you know, just a little something, you know, nothing too crazy. So it's gonna go in and say, okay, cool. TP at 1.1311. All right, so that's when you go bed, depends on where you are. And then when you're up, you can just say, you know what the hell, we're going to drag TP all the way down to 1.0867, okay, and you're going to comfortably, and if it falls down below 1310, you're going to stick in a trading stop. I'm going to stick in a trading stop, and that's just to protect you if it's going to be bouncing around inside of the funnel. So not the funnel, the channel. Do you know what I mean? So that is how I would play that. But at the moment, because EURUSD actually is an order that I actually really want to get into in real world settings, so I want to do that one for real. But I will take that order after it has come out of this particular zone right here. That is when I will take that order. But right now, as it stands, I'm not happy taking the order because the movements are too small. It's gone into a range, and there is nothing beneficial that I can see right now. I mean, there is beneficial things that I can see, but for how my day is organized, what is going on here is not going to work for me. I'm going to need it doing something. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make it need it doing something to make it at least worth my while. I want this level of potential gains. But what we got going on here, so from here to here, like it's not enough. I'm afraid it's not something that I can actually work with. I mean, I need more than that. Do you know what I mean? So for me personally, that's how I would play it. So I would wait. But if you wanted to, it's in position where you could do something right now if you wanted to. But once again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. This is purely for educational purposes. If you need a financial advisor, you can find one. They're expensive as hell. and they will tell you what to do. They will give you advice. That's their job. Their job is to give financial advice, and they will tell you what to do, how to do it, and what not to do, etc., etc. Okay, so guys, I think I've covered everything in a very quick video. Everything is pretty much straight to the point. So NAS was taking a position in. NAS is still in a fantastic position. So for those of you that are looking at NAS, do your research, do your due diligence, take a look at it, see if it makes sense. If it makes sense, everything is straightforward after that. USDJPY, that one I'm not sure about. There's a lot of uncertainty on my side in regards to what I think is going to happen. So for that one, I'm on the fence. And EURUSD, we know exactly what is happening. We just needed to break one more rule, and everything is going to make sense. Is it going to break to the upside, or is it going to break to the downside? I believe it's going to break to the downside, but like I said, I don't know. I'm not the market, so it could break to the upside, but until it does either or, I'm sitting on my hands on that one. So I want to thank you all for coming over and watching again. Okay, I appreciate you all. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate all my existing subscribers. I want more subscribers. So guys, if you find this video interesting, you find it informative in any way, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Don't be afraid. Drop a comment, even if it's, I don't know, banter, or you want to be a troll. Just do it, okay? I don't mind. I got a thick skin. Let me know how you feel, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully that will be tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to be looking at a different asset pairs that we've looked at today, and we're going to bring that in. We might even do the precious metals, because we have some of them in quite good positions. I mean, I haven't really visited them again, so might look at those to see exactly what's going on there. And yeah, so guys, thank you very much for giving me your time. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.